Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Coloniano D and welcome back to my Generation X olfactory experience. And today, as you can see, I'll be reviewing from the house of Creed. Yes, a Creed review. 2024 release. Centaurus is an oriental spicy fragrance. There is no listed perfumer on this one. And Centaurus was released with Delphinus. Delphinus is that, burnt orange looking bottle. I did put my nose on Delphinus and Centaurus really jumped out at me. And with that said, I did at first purchase because I did want to sample Centaurus. Let me focus in on that. My little sample, that's all I have left of Centaurus. And that prompted me because I really do enjoy Centaurus to purchase a full bottle. And Creed has recently rebranded some previous releases such as Royal Mayfair, Original Santal, and Royal Princess Oud, Original Vetiver. The presentations are getting a makeover and possibly the scents too. So I don't know. I haven't put my nose on the newer presentation fragrances, but this is the presentation of this line, and there is a third one in the pipeline somewhere that'll be here. Now, Creed, of course, they're reputable for their caps, the newer caps. The older caps were a little bit more on the flimsy side. They were plasticky type. Sometimes they fit, sometimes they didn't, but these are like heavy metal caps on the newer bottles. And let's go over the notes. Top notes: we have cardamom, cinnamon, tobacco, pink pepper, geranium is the heart. We have geranium, sandalwood, heliotrope, jasmine, and patchouli. The base, we have benzoin, tolu balm, tonka bean, and ambroxan, bourbon vanilla. Let me do a quick spray on my hand. As you can see, the distribution. You can see the fingerprints on these bottles more than the old ones, that's for sure. And that beautiful top. Right at the top, I get a blast of wet tobacco, cinnamon, benzoin. Slightly balsamic and some cardamom. Now, this is my scent of the day. I've had this on for a couple of hours. Now, with that fantastic opening, that tobacco, that cinnamon, the benzoin, the cardamom, you get the spices, the sweet spices. There is a hint as it further develops in the opening of that heliotrope. Now that heliotrope stands out on my skin. That gives me more of an almond vibe. It smooths it out. It's gives it that almond touch. And there's a floral aspect, but mainly the cinnamon and tobacco. Now that floral could be, heliotrope is a floral. Now the listed notes of jasmine and geranium. The geranium plays a little part, so does the pink pepper, because pink pepper gives it that little rose type of hint, accord in there. So, and Centaurus is not a quick mover, nor is it a very complex fragrance. It moves slightly, and it really does borders being a linear fragrance, but it does develop. So it's not linear, don't quote me on that. It just borders linear. It stays the same type of fragrance at the opening as it does towards the duration of the fragrance. Now, a few hours into the wearing, the florals start to emerge and it balances out the rich balsamic opening of the cinnamon, tobacco, and the benzoin. Okay? So you get that almond from the heliotrope. I get that smooth, creamy almond from the heliotrope. It's really, really nice. Centaurus remains sweet, but brighter. The geranium moves in. It lends it that slight hint of yummy rose along with the pink pepper. Now, when I say yummy or jammy, there's that total balsam in there, and total balsam adds an amberiness to the fragrance. So you have that total balsam, you have that amberiness, you have the sweetness, you have that heliotrope, the almond. This really, to me, is in the gourmand range. It borders gourmand, not full-fledged foodie, but it does border in the gourmand range because of the vanilla and the tonka bean and all that good stuff. And the heliotrope is really, to me, the main player at this stage of the wearing. The patchouli eventually, for me, is the main player towards the base. Now, the almond-like from the heliotrope, the creamy sandalwood emerges, giving it some woody depth now. Okay, so you have the patchouli, you have the... now, when I say the patchouli, this is not a heavy patchouli scent. That's what I want to stress that. Now, as we move further into the composition, Centaurus remains sweet and ambery and balsamic. The tonka bean, the vanilla, that all takes hold, and that's what you get for the rest of the wearing of Centaurus. You get that patchouli starts to come in. Now, when I was initially testing this, I wore this at night to bed. It's really a good bedtime scent also, let alone a good casual. This can even be a club scent, to be honest with you. You can wear this to the club, because you have Eros and those types of fragrances, the vanilla and all that good stuff. You can wear this to the club, and I guarantee you this reception would be, and that's what I guess Creed was trying to do with this, trying to get more in the streamline of the the popular fragrances, designer fragrances with that vanilla and that tonka bean. And so when I wore this, now I get up to exercise around 5:30, and I get up and I smell the fragrance, I sniff the fragrance that I wore to bed, and with me, the patchouli stands out. It's a smooth, woody type patchouli. It's not a chocolatey patchouli, and it's not a head shop patchouli. It's really, really, really nice. Now, the projection of Centaurus is fantastic. I'm a heavy sprayer, and even if you're a light sprayer, you can smell this. This is not a pushover here. This scent really makes a statement when you're wearing it, that's for sure. And the projection, that's the projection of longevity, is 8 to 10 hours, maybe even more. Depends on how heavy you sprayer. It's unisex leaning masculine because you got the sweetness and you have those florals. Now, the listed notes of jasmine in here, let me see, jasmine, you get the heliotrope, the geranium, and the pink pepper, which lends it that little slight jammy. I'm not saying it's a rose fragrance, but I do get that little hint on my skin at least. Now, like I said, this could be a club scent. It's a great date night scent. It's casual. I don't think I would wear this to a board meeting. It's very playful. No doubt. Now, it is a very, friendly scent. You will get noticed. You will get compliments on it. I have received compliments. This style of fragrance has been done, with the likes of Carlisle and such. I did have Carlisle. I had a sample of the older Carlisle versus the new Carlisle from Parfums de Marly, and they did do a formula change on that. I hate to bring that up. To you, but I don't own Carlisle to do a one-on-one, and I know Carlisle has more of that patchouli in there. So, and that's Creed is somewhat heading in the different direction, and they're getting more towards the designer type, crowd pleaser type scents. And that's what I'm getting out of Centaurus. Centaurus is in the same vein of those others. Grand Soir, to name another one. Red Tobacco, you get the picture. This is what they kind of switch gears a little bit. And, you know, those other fragrances I mentioned are getting all the fanfare. So why not for Creed? Why not for Creed? And the quality is great. Don't get discouraged when you see, oh, the quality's not great. It's not a copy fragrance, you know, it's really nice. And that's why I opted to purchase Creed Centaurus, because it's really nice, great vanillic type fragrance. I really love it. And it's its own fragrance. Centaurus is its own fragrance because of the way it dries down, the way it wears. I really love it. I love that smoothness from the heliotrope. You got that patchouli in the end, the base, the sweetness. We love sweetness, especially this time of year. You can probably wear this in the springtime. I don't know about high heat because this is a projector. You might irritate some in the high heat, or you might irritate yourself, become anosmic to it, I guess. So do your due diligence and draw your own conclusion. That's what I did. That's what I did with Centaurus. And I love it. I love Centaurus. I love what Creed did with this. They headed in the right direction with this. They got their crowd pleaser vanillic scent. Like I said, you could wear this to the club. You could wear this, you know, date night. It's really, really nice. It's really, really nice. It's a fun scent. Now, there can be some detractors putting this down, of course. Creed is all about marketing. And this is how they're marketing it to the crowd pleasers. So, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal if this is not what you expected from Creed. We'll see what else they come out with. And like I said earlier, they're re-marketing some of their older fragrances. The bottles too. The bottles have changed. So we'll see how it goes. So that's pretty much it. That's my review of Creed Centaurus. Yes, that's my review of Creed Centaurus. It's 2024, and like I had mentioned earlier, there's another one coming out. I don't know the name of it. We shall see. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my review. And I will absolutely see you next time. Don't forget to watch this fragrance, because this is a side note. My views are down a lot, and I understand I'm not, I don't have fancy presentations and all that good stuff, but this is a review. This is a review. It's not about me. It's more about the fragrance. So I'm trying to give you a little guidance on, choosing a fragrance. This is my perspective. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and I will absolutely see you next time. Thanks.